Damn, but she's cold out here in Colorado. Had a storm blow in on us yesterday, and though a lot of the snow is melted off now, it is warming up, but she's still colder than the dickens. Certainly not as cold as my former spouse's heart and many of these family court judges, but it's still cold out here. But I thought I'd take a moment to talk to you guys about something. It's called Title IV funding. Now, some of you know what that is, and others have only heard about it, and others, well, that's a term that's never been known to you. So I thought I'd take a moment to share with you what I know. Now, back in the 1930s, when it was first originated here in the United States, it was set up to assist mothers and their children in the event of divorce or casualty of their husband or whatever, so that they were taken care of in their times of need. It was a good thing, and I applaud them for the initial efforts. Now, in 1975, what had happened was they amended this. They called it now Title IV funding, which, I mean, you've got Title IV D, E, and so on and so forth, and they have different aspects of it. But for Title IV funding, what that created was that the federal government was going to pay the state dollar for dollar for every amount that they collected in child support. This money would be used to, further services provided and stuff for families. Unfortunately, states started getting this free money, this free windfall, and they got greedy. So by the late 80s and the early 90s, they started figuring out how can we manipulate the system in such a way that we can even get more. Well, unfortunately, it come off the backs of families. Because, as I say, they get dollar for dollar. And the way I equate this is, you take two parents, both vying for custody of the children. One can afford to pay $500 a month in child support. The other one can only pay, or can pay $1,000. Well, if they award the child to the parent who can pay $1,000, now they're only going to get $500. But if they give it to the parent, give the child to the parent who can pay only pay $500, well, now they get $1,000 a month from the federal government. So instead of looking at things in the best interest of the children, now they're looking at things through greed. Do we award it to the parent that we're only going to make $500 from the federal government through our Social Security earnings, or do we give it to the parent who and then we only get $500? Greed. That's all it is. When they're riding off the backs of parents and our children, the suffering that's caused, they don't give a damn, what harm they cause. Now, don't get me wrong. You've got a lot of great family judges out there who truly have compassion and take to heart what the best interest standard is. You've got some, well, they bring their own biases and prejudices into the courtroom. Others that, well, they say a bad judge is nothing more than a product of a bad attorney. They should never be there in the first place. But then you got some who, well, they belong to the good old boys club. They want to keep their job. And they'll help the state profit off the suffering of others in order to bring that money in. We need to let folks know about this. We need to get the federal government to go ahead and change their wording and make it more strict. Let them know that you have to prove to us that you have earned this money by keeping families together. Share this. Now, I hope you subscribe to my channel. I hope you comment on it, and let others know about it. Until the next video, I'll chat with you soon.